Fake love, real hate.
One West.
Don't be set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, gird you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Capricorn, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get away with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather keep you distant, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear nigga than house niggas with no tone. Me get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give 2 fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head off, nigga.
I bet what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't thieving, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers can they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact if revenge was a woman, I stole that bitch time. We gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers hell. Should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas. Pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder. Claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun. It's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead. Just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you. You'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%. I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him. Just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter. God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified rubber ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side. Yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer boy. Took a sock, watch the door. Matter of fact, like a door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them in service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole fuck. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me for. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad. Got him tied down and out there. He came to with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole part. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah. Oh, jokes aside. You know. Junior, can you hear me?
God, I can hear you.
All right, clap it up. All right, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham to all the brothers. Shalom al-Tab Shem Yahshua to all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Commander Johanna. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. All right. If you have any questions, put your questions or comments in the chat, and we'll get them answered. And if not, can't get them answered, well, we're gonna get them answered. One second.
All right, so today, of course, you see the title. We're going to be talking about who Christ died for. We're talking about who Christ died for because one of the most controversial themes of the Bible is salvation. Salvation. Many people, because of the Christian church, believe that Jesus Christ died for every ethnicity, died for everybody. I think he died for everybody on the face of the earth. But like people think that Christ died for you no matter what race you are, no matter what you do, no matter like all you gotta do is just accept him into your heart. That's all you gotta do, and that's what's taught in the Christian church. But the truth of the matter is that Christ only died for the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the only people that Christ died for. Is the 12 tribes of Israel. Christ didn't die for everybody. But the Christian church, this is what they're teaching to our people. They're teaching that he came and he died for everybody. He was all for everybody. I know Christ only died for the 12 nation, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the people he died for, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The salvation of the nation of Israel is a central theme throughout the entire Bible, and to include, any other. It doesn't include, and to include any other race of people is not supported in the Bible at all. Like you supporting that Christ came and died for everybody it's against the Bible, because the Most High he's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, but the world is teaching that the Most High is for everybody. All throughout the earth, because of Christianity, we're being taught that Christ came to die for everybody. Shalom Tazia, Shalom no Christ. Yeah, all throughout the earth, we're being taught that Christ came to die for everybody. We're finna clear it up and make it plain and simple. Make it plain and simple and teach people the truth, because the Christian church, they're not teaching people the truth. They'd rather keep people in secret, in the dark, hidden, so that you don't have understanding, so that you're not focused on what they're doing, which is really just there to take your money. But we finna really get into it. Can you get Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21? We're finna find out who Christ really died for. Get into these scriptures.
One in verse 1?
1 and verse 21. Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21.
Con, I got it.
Go ahead and read it when you got it.
Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Now this was a prophecy. This was a prophecy that the angel was given to Joseph. He was giving this to Joseph, who was of Jesus Christ. This is Jesus Christ's father. But the Christian church, they teach that Christ his father was Father in heaven, and that he was the same person. He just came down here and was here. But no, Christ didn't come down some crazy way. Christ came down, he got on earth just like how we get on the earth today. He had a father and a mother. But yeah, this was a prophecy that was given to Joseph, that she would be getting a child. She would be having a child, and that he was supposed to name him Christ, Jesus, or Yahweh Shamashiach, which is who we know him as. That's his name in the Hebrew, meaning Savior, God's salvation. I mean, this baby, the son, this man that is coming from Mary he will do what? Go ahead and keep on reading.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
So this man is going to save everybody.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
No. He's going to save the East Indian man.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
It says he's going to save his people. He's going to save his people from their sins. Not going to save everybody. His is a pronoun. It's a possessive pronoun. There is also a possessive pronoun, meaning this salvation is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Read it one more time.
Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Yes, he shall save his people from their sins. I mean, dang, everybody is not is everybody is not for Christ. It's like, hold on. Yeah, everybody is not the people of Christ. Everybody didn't come from Christ. Everybody is not Christ's people. He has a certain people, and it said that he was coming to save his people. He wasn't coming to save Jackie Chan's people. Wasn't coming to save Trump's people. No, but he was coming to save his people, who so happened to be blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who his people are. And that's the lie that Christianity is teaching. That Christ came to save everybody. Christ is coming to save everybody from their sins. And that is a complete lie that is taught in the Christian church. And that is something we have to give up. That is something we have to put away. Man. We have to put away. But yeah, Christ didn't come to save everybody. Read that one more time.
Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
So what is it that the people need to be saved from?
Their sins?
What is their sins. They have to be saved from their sins. So give me John chapter 3 and verse 4. No, but First John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Come on. Come on, I got it.
Got it?
Come on.
Our people, we have to be saved from our sins. But what is sin? What is a sin? A lot of our people don't know what a sin is, but let me ask you this question. Anybody can answer. Junior, hold on. But anybody can answer, what is a sin? I'll let some people from the chat answer. But what is a sin according to the Bible? Oh, shit. I already put it up there. Damn, that's crazy. Well, never mind. You can go ahead and answer, Junior.
Breaking the laws.
Yeah. Breaking the laws. Go ahead and read that scripture.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin.
No. Whosoever.
Oh, whosoever committed sin. Transgressive. Oh, transgressive. Also the law. For sin is the transgression of the Lord. Of the law.
There you go. Yeah, sin is a transgression or breaking of the law. That's what it is. It's the breaking of the law. But a lot of our people, we don't know what the law is. We don't know. I mean, it's just like you go and you get a speeding ticket. Or if you're going and you're speeding and that's breaking the law. America has laws in place. And if you break those laws, you have consequences for breaking those laws. It's the same thing with the Lord. You break his laws and you have consequences for breaking those laws. But instead of following the Lord's laws, we follow America's laws. When America's laws aren't fully correct. I mean, America's laws are completely unstable. I mean, think about it. America is always having to change their laws. Their laws are never balanced. Their laws are always having to be changed to try to make something better. And sometimes it ends up making it worse. But the Lord's laws, they have been the same since the very beginning. They have always been there and always have been the same. You got the oppressor's laws who switch up every year, every month. He's always adding something new to the laws because his laws aren't stable. They don't stand on a firm foundation. But the Lord's laws, they stand on a firm foundation. They've always been there. But yes, a sin is a transgression or breaking of God's laws. But you got to understand who these laws were given to, who these laws are for, because these laws aren't for everybody. Read that one more time.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgress. Gosh, I've never seen that word a day in my life. Transgressive also the law. For sin is the transgression of the Lord. Of the law.
Whosoever committed sin transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Now, I know it says whosoever. It says whosoever. And the Christian church will have you believe in this for everybody. Whosoever. But who is that whosoever? That's what you got to understand. Who is that talking to? Who is that talking to? I mean, dang, because us as black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we talk like we're talking to a crowd. I mean, like when we have a cookout or something and we are talking to a brother or a sister, we tell them, hey, bring whosoever you want. We're not really actually talking about everybody. I'm not talking about bringing Chad from the Caucasus Mountains. We're not talking about him. Nah, we ain't talking about Chad or Tom or Brady. We ain't talking about them. We're talking about bringing whosoever of your family, of the kinfolk. That's what we're talking about. We ain't just having random people coming to your house for a cookout. No, because everybody's not invited to the cookout. And it's the same concept with the scriptures. When it's talking about whosoever, it's talking about a certain people. I'm going to get into who it is talking to. Let's find out who it was talking to and who these laws were given to. Give me Psalm chapter 147 and verse 19.
One 147 and chapter verse 19.
Come
on, I got it.
We're gonna find out who these laws we're talking to. Here, we're not talking about the ops. We is not talking about the ops. Not talking about bringing the ops into the cookout. That's not who we're talking about. But you let this be read from an oppressor. He think you talking about everybody. He think whosoever is everybody. No. This is conversations between Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And if you've had conversations with your brothers, you know how we talk. You know how black, Hispanics, and Native Americans talk. We talk with parables. We talk like we talking to everybody when we really just talking about our own people. But go ahead and read that.
Psalms chapter 147 verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob. His statutes
unto Jacob. It says he showeth his word unto Jacob. Unto Jacob. Who is Jacob?
Israel.
Oh yeah, Israel. He's one of the founding fathers of Israel, of the nation of Israel. One of the forefathers. I mean, Jacob, who was later, his name was later changed to Israel, is who we come from. The 12 tribes of Israel comes from Jacob. And it says, the Lord showeth his word unto who?
Unto Jacob.
Unto Jacob, who becomes Israel. The Lord was showing his word unto, you know what, keep on going.
his statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
Yeah, he showed his laws, statutes, and judgments, his laws, statutes, and commandments unto Israel, unto Israelites, unto blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's who he showed it to. Now, where is, I don't understand why the Christian church is teaching that the Lord showed the law, statutes, commandments to everybody. Because it ain't talking to everybody. That's clear and plain. Plain and clear. It's talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. To Israelites, not to everybody. Not talking about everybody. But the Christian church, they'll teach you, but it's talking about everybody. It's talking about everybody that is on the face of the earth. But that's not the truth. Since the very beginning, the Bible has only been talking, the Lord has only been talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to Israelites. That's the only people he has been talking to. He hasn't been talking to everybody. Go ahead and read that one more time.
Psalms chapter 47 and verse 19. He showeth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
The Lord showed his word, his prophecies, his laws, and his judgments and his commandments unto Israel. That's who he showed it to. It doesn't say he showed it to the oppressor. It doesn't say he showed it to the East Indian man. It doesn't say he showed it to the Arab man or the African man. Yeah, that is true. Dang, that is absolutely true. The Christian church don't even talk about the laws. The only law they talk about is, hey, pay your tithes. That's the only law that I see them talking about. Other than that, they're like, oh, we can't follow those laws. It's too hard. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's what they say. But little do they know, Christ was telling them to be perfect. That's why he said, be ye therefore perfect, like the Father in heaven. But the Christian church will have you thinking that you can't be perfect. Dang. You could score. It's like studying for a test. It's the same with life. You are studying to be perfect. You could get a perfect score on a test. Why can't you be perfect in life? Why can't you get a perfect score in life? It's obtainable. You just have to work for it. You have to study for it. Just like you would study for a test. You were studying and you were learning the laws when you were a kid. Dang, you could keep America's laws. Why can't you keep God's laws? Why is it so hard? Why does the Christian church teach you that you can't keep all the laws? They set you up for failure. That's what they do. The Christian church set you straight up for failure. But here in Isupk, we're setting you up for success, to be perfect. There, you have a fighting chance. And you come in here and you will learn the laws. And you have your brothers right beside you to help you keep them, to help you stay up, so that you don't fall. But keep on reading.
Psalms chapter 47 and verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Read that one more time.
Psalms chapter 147 and verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation.
No. The Lord is dealing with every nation.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Nah, he is dealing with the East Indian man.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Hey, the Lord has not dealt with any of these other nations. Keep on going.
And as for his judgment, they have not known them.
Hey, he never showed. He never showed his word or his judgments or his commandments or his laws to any other nation of people or any other race of people. He never showed them. What does that say again? Read it again.
Psalm chapter 147 and verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them.
Dang. They haven't known them. Dang. No, that's so if the other nations, so I mean, if sin is a breaking of God's laws, right? It's a breaking of his laws. And the laws were only given to Israel. I mean, how can other people break his laws? How can other people how can they break his laws? How can other people need to be saved from the law? I mean, think about it. How can they be saved from their sins if they're not sinning? They have nothing. I mean, they weren't even given the laws. So why would they need to be saved? Because Christ was coming to save the people who were sinning. And sinning is a transgression of the law. And the law was only given to Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So what would they need to be saved from? What are they getting saved from? Because the only ones that are right now sinning is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The ones that are breaking God's laws is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read that one more time.
Psalms 147 verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment,
Damn. I mean,
they
the
have
Lord just said he doesn't deal with any other nation. So how can they receive these laws? How can they need saving if there's nothing for them to be saved from? They're not out here sinning. They're not out here breaking God's laws because they was never given to them to begin with. But Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you was given God's laws. It was given unto you. That's who it was given unto. You are the people that God's laws was given unto. And God does not want you to break his laws. He doesn't want us to go out here and go against him. No. He wants you to keep the laws. Read that one more time.
Psalms 147 and verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
They have not known them. They haven't known the law of the Lord's judgments. They haven't known they don't know his laws. That's why they're able to go out and do whatever they want while you suffer for doing it. You suffer for eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster while they're able to eat it and no effect takes on them. But you get harmed. They're able to go and smoke as much as they want. But when you smoke, you get lung cancer. You get lung cancer. You start to have problems in your life. When you break the Lord's laws, you start to go through things. Your life starts to go through shambles. You start to go through those curses. That's what you start to get. Because what happens when you break the law? When you break the law, there's a judgment for breaking the law. There's a judgment for breaking the law. And those judgments are the curses that the Lord said he would give Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans if we broke those laws. If we ate shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. If we went out and slept with another brother's wife. It's important that the brothers and sisters, they come into the truth and they learn these laws, statutes, commandments. They learn the truth. Because if you don't, you might well be you breaking the Lord's laws without even knowing. I mean, for so long we've been taught to break the Lord's laws, and most of us didn't even know that we was breaking the Lord's laws. We was taught from a young age that pork was okay to eat. It was taught from a young age that it was okay to celebrate Christmas, not knowing that that's against the Lord. But that's why it's important now that we teach our people the truth. And we come out here and let our people know that, hey, America is teaching us to break the Lord's laws. But the Lord, He's not dealing with any other nation. But that, He is not dealing with the East Indian man, with the Arab man, with the African man. He's not dealing with them. Oh. Amos 3:1. Not dealing with them.
Come on, I got it.
Go ahead.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2.
No, hold on. No, hold on. Now, this is the salvation and repentance talked about in Matthew 1 and 21. This is that the Lord is speaking to the children of Israel, not speaking to everybody. What does it say? Read that one more time.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord have spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Yeah, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you. Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
Oh, children of Israel. The same family. And they keep on going.
Against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Yeah, the same family, nation that he brought up or delivered out of the land of Egypt. This is the people that he's talking to. Keep on going.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you.
Hold on. Let's break it down. Hold on. How's it doing? There it is. Let's hold on. This is, I mean, once again, out of all the families, you got the East Indian man, you got the Asian man, you got the Chinese man, you got the Japanese man, you got the Arab man, you got the Egyptians. Out of all these people, out of all these families, the Lord only knows who?
The children of Israel.
Verse 2. Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. I've known all the families of. You only have I known of all the families of earth. Therefore,
and the Lord is saying, you out of all the families of the earth, Lord is saying He only knows you. He only knows Israel. I mean, since He only gave the laws to Israel, He only gave them. This one family is who the Lord gave these laws to. This one family of people. He will punish. He will do what now?
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He's gonna punish us for breaking these laws. When we break these laws, we're the ones being punished. We're the ones being punished because the Lord said it. The Lord said, because out of all the families, I've only known you. I've only chosen you. You are my children. My father ain't finna go out and chastise everybody. I mean, dang, you got to think about it. If your father told you to be back before the lights came on while you was playing outside, and the lights come on and you still outside, Not everybody that was playing with you ain't finna get in trouble. The only one who's gonna get in trouble is the one that it is the child who the father told to be in before the lights. That's who's getting in trouble. I don't care about all these other nations, what they do, but he does care about what you do, what you doing. That's who he cares about. What are you doing? And because you breaking the law, statute, commandments, the Lord is he's punishing us. He's punishing us. That's who he's punishing. I mean, that's what I was saying. I mean, then you have all these other nations, they're able to go out and do whatever they want. But us, we can't get away with those things. We can't get away with going and smoking weed. We can't get away with these things. That's why you see us struggling the most at the bottom, suffering the most. You see us going to jail. You see us suffering at the bottom, having to deal with child support, having to deal with all these curses. I mean, dang. You got the oppressor. He commits a crime. And he don't get charged for doing that crime. But you commit that crime and you get charged a life in prison. You get put away for life. You get caught with weed, you get put away for life. Let the oppressor get caught with weed. Oh no, they just some misbehaving kids. Let them go on their way, get home safely. But you getting thrown out the car, put in handcuffs, and taken straight to jail. That's what's happening to you, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you're being punished. We can't follow after the oppressor and what he does. We can't do the same things that he does, because the Lord gave us he told us a certain way on how to act, and we have to act and represent ourselves that certain way. Because if we don't, we're gonna get punished. We're gonna get punished for our actions. The oppressor, he's doing whatever he's gonna do, but you cannot do whatever you want to do. You have a father that watches you and wants you to do better. But read that one more time.
Con. Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And the Lord said he will punish us for all our iniquities. He will punish our people for their iniquities. Our people will be punished for their choosings, for their decisions, for all of our iniquities, for all of our sins. Let's get 2 Kings 17 and 7.
Say again?
2 Kings 17 and 7.
God, I got it.
Go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 7. For so it was that the children of Israel have sinned against the Lord their God, which have brought them up out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt. You had feared other gods.
Hold on. It says the children of Israel had sinned against their God, sinned against the Lord. We was breaking the Lord's laws. And you see again a reference to Egypt, because Amos 3 talks about the family of the Most High brought up, brought up from Egypt. He brought us up from Egypt. But we feared other gods. We feared other gods. And the Lord said the law will be a curse to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans if we broke the laws of God, if we sinned against the Most High. That's what he said it would be in Deuteronomy. Oh, you know what? Actually, give me Deuteronomy. We'll come back to the. Hold that. Hold it. What you got? Hold on, what you got? Give me Deuteronomy, chapter 11.
What verse?
Give me Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse 27.
God, I got it.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 28. verse 27.
Verse 27.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord.
Hold on.
Your
Whoa. The Lord said you would get a blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God. You get a blessing. Man, but you got the Christian church teaching you to disobey the Most High's laws, and you can't even complete them. You can't follow after the Lord, the God's laws. You can't keep God's laws. Read that again.
a blessing, Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 27. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day.
No. The Lord is politely asking you to keep these laws, statutes.
Which I command you this day.
Now, the Lord is commanding brothers. He didn't give brothers an option. He didn't give his people an option. He said, I'm commanding you this day that you keep the law, statute, amendments. You get a blessing when you keep the law, statute, amendments. You get a blessing when you do as I say. You do as I say, and you'll be just fine. Everything will work out smoothly. But what happens when you disobey the Most High's laws? Keep on going.
Verse 28. And a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God. But
We get a curse if we do not obey the Most High. If we do not keep His law, statutes, amendments, He said we will get cursed. What are some of the curses, Junior?
What's some curses? I don't know. Salakia.
You don't know what some of the curses are?
Lie.
What about being addicted to drugs? That's a curse.
Oh, you're talking about those type of curses.
What's a curse?
Theft.
You said theft?
Sure, death.
Oh, you said death.
Yeah,
that is a curse. What's another curse?
I don't know no more.
I mean, how about your wife being another brother sleeping with your wife? That's a curse. Or you being put on child support. That's a curse. Or you not being able to pay your rent. It's a curse. We are living in hell right now because we are disobeying the Most High. We are living in curse. We are being cursed right now because we are disobeying the Most High. I mean, nothing we do is successful. And like, think about it. Like, we really think we're successful, but we're really not. We're really not. Nothing we do is successful because the Lord is against us. The Lord is cursing us because we are disobeying the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. We are disobeying His word. Your Father ain't finna be with you or be on your side if you out here not obeying Him. If you out here disobeying Him and going against Him, it's finna be against you. The Lord is against us right now because we are disobeying His law, statutes, commandments. We are getting the curses because of our disobedience. Keep on going. Well, actually, you read that one more time. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 28. and a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods which ye have not known.
Mm. Yep, this is exactly what would happen. The Lord said the commandments would be a cursing unto us if we didn't, obey the Most High. And He said they would be a blessing unto us if we kept His law, statutes, commandments. And now unto this time in Second Kings, like in First Kings, no, it was up until Second Kings chapter 17. We had broken these laws. We was breaking the law, statutes, commandments, and going against the Most High. We was breaking the Most High law, statutes, commandments. We was being a disobedient children. We was being very disobedient children. And it's going to tell the story of what happened. Yeah, you can go back to 2 Kings 17.
Cool, I got it.
They get the whole story. You got it?
Con.
Go ahead.
For 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 7, for so it was that the children of Israel have sinned.
No. First, go to verse 18. Or actually, verse 17. Start at verse 17. I think we was at home.
2 Kings.
Or go to verse 18. Go to verse 18. Yeah, go to verse 18.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none.
Hold on. Now in this time, we was disobeying the Most High, and the Lord was absolutely angry with us because of how we was treating the Most High, how we was disobeying the Most High, how we was going out and doing whatever we wanted to do. We was breaking those law, statutes, commandments, and the Lord was very upset with this. He was very wroth. Read that again.
2 Kings chapter 17 verse 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
For the tribe of Judah only. Go to verse 23.
Con. Do I start reading?
Go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 17 verse 23. Unto the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Asherah unto this day.
Hold on. Now, the house of Israel was removed out of their land. That was removed. This is the full separation because it said Judah was still there. None was remaining except the house of Judah. This was the full separation of the northern tribe, of the house of our so-called Hispanic and Native American brothers. So this was them. This was the separation of our Hispanic and Native American brothers and sisters, separating from the so-called blacks, West Indies, and the Haitians, the Jews. This was that separation. This was this full separation from it. This will be very important. This is a very important matter because now, as you see, a lot of our people, we don't think the Hispanic brothers or the Native American brothers are our brothers and sisters. But this was way back when we had gotten separated. This was the time that we had got separated. And a lot of our people, we don't learn back in this history no more. We don't start at this history. We don't even know who we are. We don't start back in when we used to be. No, now our history starts at slavery. Because our oppressor one, now he teaches us from slavery, so that we can't learn our identity. That's where he starts. He tries to start you off as slavery so that you don't know who you are. Because if you know who you are, he would end up losing power, end up losing his seat. So now he has to come up with a doctrine to be able to teach you, so that you can never find out who you are, what your identity is. But here in Isupk, we have sifted out and found our identity. We have found the truth. We found the truth. And now we are teaching our brothers and sisters the truth of who we are and who they are. The most important people on the face of the earth. I mean, imagine you're supposed to be a prince over everybody. I mean, if you're supposed to be over everybody, but then you got people who don't want you to be up there. They don't want you to be over them. And that's exactly what happened to Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. There's the people who didn't want us to be over them. Couldn't stand us. So they hid everything from us. They took your identity from you. Exactly what happened. But yeah, this was the separation from our northern tribe brothers. We were separated from our brothers at this time. I mean, read that again.
God. 2 King chapter 17 and verse 23. Unto the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Asherah,
Ashereth, yes.
Asherah,
Ashereth.
to this day.
Hold on, wait. Assyria, like Assyria unto this day. Assyria, it's not Ashereth. Ashereth, it's Assyria.
Assyria.
Yeah, these 10 tribes which were moved from their land. They were stripped from their land, just like how a lot of our brothers and sisters have been stripped from their land. Were carried away into Assyria. It was carried away into Assyria and into captivity. But a lot of our brothers and sisters didn't actually stay there. They ended up fleeing into a whole nother land. Many they fled into a new land. This is the account of what happened to them that the Roman Catholic Church took out of the Bible. They took out of the Bible. So Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans would never learn that they are brothers. Never learn that they are, that they are one family, one people. They took this out so that we would never learn the mission of Christ and why he was sent. I mean, but give me Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse. Oh, because we're finna get in the Apocrypha. Oh.
I don't know what my Apocrypha is.
You don't got the Apocrypha?
Not with me on. I think it's still packed up.
Mm. Can you get on your phone?
Like Google it?
Come on.
Okay. Second. How do you spell Esdras?
Second Ezra. ESDRAS.
Yes. What verse?
Verse 39. Chapter 13, verse 39.
Let me see.
Yeah, this is the Apocrypha. Oh, the Apocrypha. The The
Like-
part that the Roman Catholic Church took out of the Bible. You got it?
I think so. I don't know. I think I do.
Second Ezra chapter 13 verse 39.
God, it says right here.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 13 verse 39. And as for your seeing him gathered to himself another multitude that was peaceable.
Did you put King James version?
Uh,
You gotta put KJV.
hold on, let me see. I think this is it.
As long as it has to say KJV.
Second Ezra chapter 13 verse 39. And whereas thou sawest that ye gathered another peaceable multitude unto him.
Yeah, that's it. Keep on going.
There's more to it. Let me see.
Verse 40.
Verse 40. Hold on. Because it wasn't on there.
Come on, I got you.
Connor got it. Second Ezra chapter. What chapter is it? Because it doesn't say.
Chapter 13.
Oh, chapter 13. Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away, prisoned out of their own land. In this time of Osea, the king whom Shalman Ashar,
It was Salmanazar.
oh, Shalmaneser, the king of
Assyria.
Assyria, led away captive
Captive.
Salakia. It has the words all messed up on here.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
you probably got that 1911. All right, hold on. The 1611. It's like 1611.
And ye carried them over the water, and so came into the land.
Into another land. Now, these 10 tribes that was carried into another land were hold on, I got it on the card. These 10 tribes were Simeon, Zebulon, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. There was one, but yeah, these tribes were the ones that was carried away prisoner into ships into the land of Assyria. It was carried away prisoner into the land of Assyria. Go to verse 41.
Of the apocrypher.
Yeah, because this is the story of what happened when after they went to the land of Assyria.
God. The only thing that's messing me up on this one is that it has the words. It just has different letters in it. Like for over, it has like a U instead of a V. Like it's weird. It has the words mixed up. That's why. So it's hard to read. Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 41. But they took this counsel amongst themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into the further country where never mankind dealt the wealth.
Yeah, I mean, while they was captive under King Shalmaneser, they was coming up with a plan with a plan and decided to leave the heathen and cross the Euphrates River. They're like, now we ain't staying here. We're gonna come together and we're gonna figure out a way to get out of here. We're gonna come up with a plan and we're gonna cross the river and travel to a new land. To a new keep on going. He explains the whole story.
Verse 42. That they might they hold on. Verse 22. That they might there keep their statues which they never kept in their own land.
Yeah, they were trying to escape and go to a whole new land where no man dwelt. And mankind didn't dwell at all. There was nobody there. Nobody. And they was going there to try to keep the laws of God that they didn't keep in their own land. They were trying to go and they were trying to keep these laws that they didn't keep in their own land at all. They broke these laws in the land of Israel, which is the reason we was kicked out of that land in the first place. We keep on going.
Verse 43. And they entered into, I don't even know what that word says.
Euphrates.
By the narrow passage of the river.
Places of the river.
Oh, narrow places of the river. Salakia, it says passage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were in a different one. You put King James version on there?
Con.
All right then. But yeah, they went into a whole nother land and decided to escape through the Euphrates River to go to a whole different land. Keep on going.
Con. Verse 44.
Okay.
For the Most High then showeth signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
Verse 45.
Verse 45. For through the country there was a great way to go, namely for a, what word is that?
Of a year and a half.
A year and a half, and the same region is called Azareth.
Ashereth. Now it's talking about Ashereth. Because the Most High showed them signs and held back the waters to be able to let them cross. He held the waters so that they could cross the ocean. And their journey took a year and a half. That's quite of a long time. It took them a year and a half. To be on the waters. But the land they came to was Ashereth. It was Ashereth, which today is Americas. It's the Americas today. But you know, as America was called Ashereth in the past. You got North, South, and Central America. That's Ashereth. That's what Ashereth was called. And the Caribbean. This is a land where no people lived. Like no man dwelt in this land at all. No man. Until the Hispanic and Native Americans got there. No man dwelt in this land. And the Lord allowed them to go there. I mean, before the flood of Noah, only the dinosaurs lived in these lands. Only the dinosaurs lived in these lands. That's why it says no man lived in this land. No man at all. These 10 tribes became the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Tayanos, the Native Americans, the Seminole Indians. That's what everybody knows them as today. And they was dwelling in this land peaceably. They was dwelling in this land peaceably, trying to keep the laws of God. We keep on going. Verse 46.
Verse 46. That dwelt they there until the later. latter. I don't know.
The latter time.
Oh, latter time. And now, when they shall begin to come,
Yeah, these 10 tribes lived in this land hundreds of years before our King Yahushua, which is known as Jesus Christ, came on the scene, and the disciples. They was living in this land for hundreds of years. Man. I mean, the latter time came when the pilgrims and the conquistadors and the Jesuitites and the oppressor, came and unalived and enslaved and can I say that word? And mistreated our people. Mistreated them. They came in, they conquered them. They came and they conquered them and unalived them and enslaved them. I mean, man. This is the land that they came to and then was stripped out of by the oppressor, by the pilgrims. It was unalived and pillaged and then put into captivity. But the disciples is telling, I mean, it's like the Christ is telling the disciples to find these lost 12 tribes of Israel, the lost 12, because we're lost. We don't know who we are. That's why we think we're Native American. We think we're Hispanic. We think we're black. But now Christ is coming out and telling you to find these people, find your brothers and your sisters, because we're the ones who are lost. Because the oppressor has taught us to be just the color, black, African American, 2 whole different countries, African and American. Like, dang. Let's go back to 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 24. Because now we know where the house of Israel is. We know that the Native American brothers and sisters are over here in Nazareth, while you have the Judite brothers and sisters, the blacks, still in the land that the Lord gave us.
wait, what book?
2 Kings.
Oh,
Chapter 17.
Oh, okay.
2 Kings chapter 17. I'm gonna go with
What verse? Still verse 23?
24.
Good.
Verse 24. Because now we're gonna find out who, now that the nation of Israel is moved out, the northern kingdom is moved out that land. We're gonna find out who the king of us, the king of Assyria put in that land. We're gonna find out who he put in the land to replace the brothers and sisters who was kicked out of that land. Keep on going.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 24. And the king of
Assyria
brought men from Babylon and from Kutha, and from Ava and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
Now, after our people was removed from this land and brought into a whole nother land, this king of Assyria decided to move another people into this land. He decided to move remove our brothers and sisters from their place, from their land, and put so-called Ethiopians, Africans, in the land of our Hispanic and Native American brothers. That's what happened. They replaced our brothers. I mean, now we're no longer we no longer have Israelites living in this Israelite city of Samaria. We're not there no more because we was removed. Now it's heathens and the Africans, and now the Africans and then the Ethiopians now own the land. They own it now because we were removed from there. Yeah, keep on going.
Con. And verse 25. And so it was at the beginning of the dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore, the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
Hold on now. Because these heathens implanted into the land of Samaria, which is the Lord's land. And you can't just be in the Lord's land any kind of way. You can't just be in the Lord's land doing whatever you want to do. No. Because these heathens were living in the land and in being disgusting and vile. The Lord did what?
He said, therefore the Lord sent lions among them.
Hey, the Lord said lions among them. He said lions among them. They didn't know how to serve the Most High. They didn't know how to do what the Most High said. The God of the land. And the Lord sent lions to unalive and eat them. But keep on going.
Con. Verse 26. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, Salakia, saying, the nations which thou hast removed the place in the cities of Samaria know the manners of the God of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the matters of God of the land. Verse 27.
No, hold on. So these heathens didn't know how to serve the Most High. They didn't know how to serve the Lord. So they carried back some of the Israelites, some of the Israelite brothers and sisters, our brothers, which left the land previously, and brought them back to be able to teach the heathens how to serve the Lord, how to keep the laws of the Most High. Because you can't just live in this land any kind of way. This is the Lord's land. You have to have the respect here. You have to act a certain way to be in this land. And the heathens, they weren't acting that way. They weren't keeping the laws of God. So they brought back Israelite brothers and to be able to teach them the ways of how to stay in this land. But however, these priests, they brought back priests, but these priests were not these priests who was teaching them weren't the sons of Aaron. They weren't the sons of Aaron, the Levites and the priesthood. They weren't the sons of them, which the Most High told Moses to set up. That's who the Most High told them to set up. But those children, those brothers were not the priesthood from Aaron. But keep you know what? Before we keep on going.
Huh?
Yeah, the Lord had made them to be the priesthood. He made them to be the priesthood and everything. So, but they weren't of the priesthood. The Levite brothers were supposed to be the priesthood. What'd you say, Junior?
What verse?
Mm. Second Chronicles chapter 11 verse 14. Okay. You got it?
Con.
Go ahead.
Second Chronicles chapter 11 verse 14. For the Levites left their suburbs and their possessions and came to Judah and Jerusalem. For Jeroboam and his sons had cast them off
Yeah, so the
unto the Lord.
Levites left their homes. They had left their homes and the land and moved from the land of Israel to Judah and Jerusalem, because king of Israel, Jeroboam, and his sons stopped them from doing the priest duties. He stopped them from doing the priest duties in the land of Israel. And stopped them. Jeroboam, I mean, keep on going. Keep on going.
Con.
Did you read 15?
How about
Keep on going.
verse 15? And he ordained him priests for the high places, and for the devils, and for the cavils, cavel, cavils, which
Devils.
clivels, which he
Devils.
had.
For the hold on. Yeah, devils.
For the devils,
Yeah, devils.
devils, which he had made.
Yeah, which he had made. King, Jeroboam was the king over Israel that reigned after King Solomon. And once the nation was split into two separate kingdoms,
Well,
King Jeroboam made his own priest when the kingdom split, because the house of Israel and the southern kingdom, Judah or the Jews, this or the Jews, yeah, this does not make the heathens living in Samaria Israelites. It doesn't make them Israelites, even though they're being taught Israelite customs. That don't make them Israelites. Like living in Israel land and claiming Israelite religion, nah. And now claiming Israelite heritage is insane. It's insane. It doesn't make you an Israelite. You Israelite by blood. By blood. Like now this is about 100 years before Christ was even born. Like we're gonna fast forward to Christ being born. We're gonna fast forward to him being on the scene and encountering one of these implants from Babylon living in the land of Samaria. Because Christ understood who they really was. Because after a certain while, our people may have gotten fooled and now believe that these people are the people that's supposed to be in the land. But no, Christ understood who these people were. Give me John chapter 4 and verse 4. Even Christ understood that these people that are in the land today that we think are the real Jews are not the real Jews.
4 and 4.
Oh, my bad. John chapter 4 and verse 4.
Con. I got it.
Oh, go ahead.
John chapter 4 and verse 4. And he must need go through Samaria, verse 5. Then cometh he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sucler. Sucler,
Just do the best you can.
near the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph.
Yeah. Now Jesus is going through Samaria, near some land that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. He's walking around and going. He's going near it. Whose sons are Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Rican brothers. You know, your so-called Puerto Rican brothers, who are the Ephraimites.
Cool.
Yeah, they're the Ephraimites. But yeah, and Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. But so Yahushua is going through this land. He's going through Samaria. Keep on going.
Verse 6. Now
Verse
Jacob.
7. Go to verse 7.
Verse 7. There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus said unto her, Give me to drink.
Keep
Verse
on.
8. For his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Verse 9. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, How is that thou bring a Jew ask drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with a Samaritan.
Now here comes this woman, right? This woman is from Samaria. I mean, to get water. She's coming to get water. And Yahushua tells her to give him a drink. He's like, give me a drink. And she replied to Christ with, how are you, a Jew, asking me? Like, why are you asking me for a drink? You asking, we don't even deal with each other. When our two people, why you ask for me for a drink? When our people, we have nothing to do with each other. Yeah, we don't deal with each other. We don't, nah. Like the Jews did not deal with the Samaritans because they were not Israelites. They weren't Israelites at all. But they are heathens living in the land of Samaria. That's what they was. Heathens living in the land of Samaria. Keeping the laws that didn't even belong to them. Keeping the customs that don't even belong to them. Exactly what they was doing. There's a law that Jews do not keep company with a heathen or any non-Israelites. Like you don't keep company with them. All right, that's in Deuteronomy 7:3-5. But this filthy African, Babylonian, Ethiopian heathen still insists to cling to the Israelite customs, to the Israelite heritage, as if they're her own, when they're really not. But hold on. But yeah, like she wanted, like, why are you asking me for a drink? This woman who is absolutely a heathen and doesn't really know her background or who she really is. But art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drink thereof himself and his children and his cattle? It's like she asked Christ if he is greater than our father, as if he is her own. Like nah, trying to state and claim that she has a right to the well of Jacob. Like, no. Like she trying to claim this heritage that is not of her own. That's like trying to claim someone's own car. Like if someone owns a car and you like, hey man, trying to use my car, like we finna, like you trying to use somebody's car that is theirs and you trying to claim it as your own. Nah. That's exactly what these heathens are doing to our culture, doing to our heritage. They're trying to claim it as their own and it's not even theirs. It was never meant for them to even follow. But these people, they try to steal it from us and just won't give it back. They will not tell the truth and give our culture back to us. Go to verse 20. I was like, no, my bad. Keep on reading.
John chapter 4 and verse 10. Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that said to thee, Give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked him of him. Thou wouldst have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. Verse 11. And the woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water?
My
Verse
bad.
12.
It's like go to verse 20. Go to verse 20.
John chapter 4 verse 20.
Yeah, go to verse 20.
Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the new place where men ought to worship.
Hold on. Now she is saying our fathers worshipped in the mountain. He's saying our fathers worshipped in the mountain, Mount Ephraim. However, Jerusalem is where the Passover is. Where the Passover is, and where Israel come to worship the Most High. Keep on going.
Verse 21. And Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
No, it says when ye shall neither in this mountain.
Oh, when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Keep on going.
Verse 22. And ye worship, ye know not what we know. What we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Now hold on. Christ tells her that she doesn't know what she's even talking about. She don't know who she's worshiping. For salvation is only of the Jews. Salvation is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Salvation is for everybody. Like Christ is literally kind of saying there's going to be a time where neither you nor your fathers are going to be worshiping in this mountain. Because this mountain is not for you to worship in. This culture is not for you to follow. You're not going to be following the and trying to get this heritage. No, because it's not meant for you. It's going to come a time and an hour when you're not going to be following these customs no more. Trying to become us. Become the Israelites. No. Not going to claim the heritage anymore. Not going to keep on. You're not going to have it. You're not going to steal it from us no more. But yeah. He's telling her that it has nothing to do with you. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. And that it has nothing to do with her or her race. Like, no. It has nothing to do with these people that are pretending to be the Lord's chosen people. Absolutely nothing. I mean, just like today, you got you got these people that are in our land today pretending to be us. And now they out here in the Lord's land having alternative lifestyle parades and all these different things that are abomination to the Most High. And now look what's happening over there. There's destruction in war going on over there because the Lord is causing it. The Lord is causing this war and destruction over there because the people that are in that land are not the Lord's chosen people. Those aren't the Lord's chosen people. Those are imposters. Imposters imposing to be like us, imposing to be like someone that they're not. They're trying to be us when they're not us. And that's why you see all the war that is happening over there. Well, read that again.
Come on. Verse 22, John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what we know. What we worship for salvation is of the Jews.
For salvation is of the Jews. You know the thing that Christ understood? Christ understood that there was going to be a people trying to pose as his people in gaining off of the suffering of his people. Gaining off of the suffering, just like they do today. They gain off of our suffering. We struggle and we suffer, and they gain off of it. They gain off of us when we break these law, text amendments. I mean, look, they put in all they businesses in our neighborhoods, in our communities, because they gain off of our suffering. They gain off of us. It's crazy because you were the ones who are supposed to be owning the $30,000 million companies that they have, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the ones who are supposed to be in charge. You are the ones who are supposed to be ruling. The Lord wanted you to rule, not them. But to be able to rule, you have to act a certain way. You have to become an adult. You have to represent yourself a certain way. And right now, we are not representing ourselves a certain way. When you come to serve the Lord, you have to grow up. You have to be a man. That's what you have to be. You can't be a child and serve the Lord. It requires you to grow up. It requires you to put some hair on your chest and understand the truth. Understand why you do the things that you do. Understand and get knowledge. Understand who you are. That's what the Lord requires you to do. He wants you to know the reasons behind why you do the things that you do. But the oppressor, they do these things and they don't even know. They just come out here and do whatever they want to do. Read that one more time.
John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what we know. What we worship for salvation is of the Jews.
Yeah. Like they don't know who they worship, but yet they come in and they benefit off of our suffering. Huh? Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, they benefit off of our suffering. They benefit off of our suffering. Honestly, I mean, dang. They try to claim our heritage and our culture. That's why that woman said, Slayer. That's why the filthy Sumerian woman said, our fathers worship in the mountain. Our fathers. Like, no. These are our fathers, not theirs. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, not yours. But they want to believe that they are the chosen people so bad. They don't know who they worship. They don't know what they worship. They don't know the God that they are worshiping. Because the God that they're worshiping is the God of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's I mean, dang. But because we're in captivity, these people can feed off of our loss. You see the things that they do today. They definitely feed off of our loss. The exact same way the Africans, the Arabs, the Asians. I mean, dang. Every other nation has gained off of you, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Every other nation. They're able to gain off of you and able to unalive you and not get in trouble. They're able to unalive you and enslave you. And now we out here building their kingdom. building their kingdom in their heaven, so that they can live peaceably and happy, while we suffer. We work these jobs that we technically should be owning everything because we built it all, but we don't own nothing. We don't own nothing because we work in these hard jobs to make their dream great, while we suffer. They try to lead us on with the, oh, we'll you can do this and that, and we have this for you, giving us little gifts. And our people, we take those gifts and we cherish them so much, thinking that we're really making a dent or really doing something, when these people are just leading us on. They're leading us on to believe a false reality, something false, so that we can never learn the truth. We can never learn the truth of who we are, never learn the truth of what they're really doing to us. That's why they teach you that you gotta die to get your heaven. To be able to get your heaven, you gotta die to get it. While they're living in heaven right now on earth, while we're living in hell. But yeah, these people, they claim to be us when they are not us. There's gonna be a day where they're not gonna be able to claim to be us no more. They're not gonna be able to benefit off of us no more. And they put all the liquor in the communities, all the cigarettes and all that in our communities. And then you go to the oppressors' communities. These communities they ain't got nothing, no workshops in there. They ain't got no places that are, Arab stores in there. They ain't got no Chinese stores in there, because they ain't got the other nations benefiting off of them, but they got the other nations benefiting off of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're all in our communities. You got the beauty supply store. The Chinese people own that. You got the nail shop. The Chinese people own that. You got all the gas stations. The Arabs own that. And then you got the Metro PCS, or like the call center, all that. The East Indians own all that. Like, man, these people are gaining off of us. People are gaining off of us, and it has to stop. Christ understood that these things will happen, and that's why he was coming to save you, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He was coming to help you. Christ was not a fool. He wasn't fooled. He understood what was going on. But us, we were gullible. Not Christ. We have to be like Christ. Be like Christ. Because he understood what his people are going through. He understood what his people were going through. He understood what it took to be able to help and get his people out of the situations that they're in. Because right now, we don't understand how to get out of this situation. We think that we got to go and vote or go and, beg these other nations to be able to get out of this, to be able to get out of the situation that we're in, to be able to get out of the suffering. No, that is not the case. The only way you're going to be able to get out of this situation if you turn towards the Most High. That's how you get out of this situation that you're in. That's how we fix our communities, when we turn back to the Most High. I mean, that's why Christ is, give me Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10. It's like Matthew chapter 10 and verse 5. This is why Christ understood these. He understood these things. That's why he made it his life's mission to be able to help his people. You there, Junior?
Hold on, I got it.
Oh, okay, come on. Go ahead.
Hold on.
That's why he said this.
Matthew chapter 10, 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles. And
hold on. No. These 12 Jesus sent forth and said, Go to everybody.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
This is what Christ understood. He understood that he had to help his people. That his people were suffering, not everybody. So he told the disciples to go to the not into the way of the Gentiles. Don't go over there. They don't need help. But go to who? Keep on going.
And into the city, and into any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not. Verse 6, but go rather.
Hold on. He said, not into any of the city of the Samaritans. Like into any of the city of the Samaritans, he said, enter ye not. Like Christ, he said, he gave them an order. He said, don't go over there. Don't go over there. I'm ordering you not to go over there. He didn't give them a choice. He didn't say, hey, man, go to everybody. Because I love everybody. Go to everybody. Go teach everybody this word. No. Christ said, go not into the city of the Samaritans. Don't enter into there. But these are the people I want you to go to. These are the people that I need you to go to. Keep on going.
But verse 6, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
These are the people I need you to go to. Like, dang, instead of going to everybody like the Christian church says, Christ said what?
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said to go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you know what's crazy? This is in the New Testament. This is in the New Testament. They try to say that in the Christian church that the law is done away with, and that like we have a whole new covenant, everything that is now to everybody. But Christ in the New Testament is saying what? Read that again.
Verse 6. Matthew chapter 10 verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Hey, he's only telling them to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He ain't telling them to go to everybody. If he would have said, he would have meant everybody, he would have said everybody. Hey, go to everybody. I want y'all to go to everybody, every street, every city. I don't want you to teach this word. But no, he told them specifically where to go. The Bible is always specific. They tell me we just don't read it. We don't pay attention to it because we want to pay attention to what our own mind says. We want to listen to the voices in our head or what our pastor is saying. That's what we want to do. When the Most High, when Christ is literally breaking it down, giving specific orders, giving in detail on what to do. And he is saying what? Read it one more time.
Matthew chapter 10 verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He's saying go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the brothers and sisters who were scattered across the four corners of the earth. Go to the Hispanic brothers that were scattered across the earth into different lands and then brought into captivity. Go to them because they're the ones who are struggling. Go to the Native American brothers who were unalived and slaughtered by the oppressor, because those are the brothers and sisters who are suffering. Go to the brothers, the black people that are suffering and was brought into captivity. Go to them because they're the ones who are suffering and don't know who they are. They're the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's why it says lost, because we are lost. We don't know who we are. I mean, don't you think it would have said found if we knew who he was? No, but it says go. It doesn't say go to the found sheep of Israel. No, what did it say one more time?
Matthew chapter 10 verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yeah, go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The lost sheep. Because we are lost. We don't understand who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't have our identity. And that's why Christ is telling his disciples, telling his people to go and find your brothers and sisters and teach them the truth. And that's exactly what we're doing. We are following after our King Yahushua here in Isupk. We're coming out here and fulfilling the mission that Christ wants us to fulfill. You seeing the prophecies come to life right in front of your face. You see all the things that are happening in America are happening. And I'm going to tell you something. We don't have a lot of time left. Right now is the time to get yourself right, because we don't have a lot of time left. I mean, you see America falling right before your eyes. This place is falling. You got the stock market starting to plumble. You got war starting to break out on the earth. You got all these different things happening. You got earthquakes, all that. The Lord is putting his hand down on the earth. He's putting his hand on America because he is showing you that judgment is coming. Something big is coming. The Lord is showing you that something is coming. And it is time for you to prepare. Right now is the time for you to choose a side. But which one are you going to choose? You're going to choose to be with the Lord, or are you going to choose to be with the oppressor? You're going to sit there and do absolutely nothing, or are you going to sit there and you're going to come and help your brothers and sisters? You're going to come and help your people. Which one are you going to do? Which one are you going to choose? It's important that we choose the Lord. Choose the Lord. We keep on reading.
Verse 7. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yeah, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. We are closer than we have ever been before. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Like, we are closer than ever before. We don't have a lot of time left. Right now is the time to really get down and double down and learn your culture, learn who you are, learn these law, statutes, amendments, so that you don't receive the judgment that the Lord has for America. Because the Lord has a judgment coming for America. And brother, sister, trust me, you don't want to receive that judgment that the Lord has for this place. Because like the scripture says, it's gonna be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than to get the destruction that's coming here to this place. Because back then they could have, the Lord could have sent out prophets and they could have changed. But he didn't. But the Lord did send out prophets here. He did send priests and prophets to be able to warn the people here. And now the people know. That's one thing you can't say, is that you didn't know. You didn't know. But yeah. I mean, they in the Christian church, they try to say that the new covenant is with everybody. But the Lord made a whole new covenant with everybody. I'm gonna show you who that new covenant was made, who it was really for. Go ahead, give me Jeremiah. Jeremiah 31 and 31. 31 and 31.
31 and 31?
Okay. 31 and 31.
Oh, I got it.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 31. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant, the house of the Israel.
No. He's gonna make a new covenant with everybody.
I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
No. He's gonna make a new covenant with the East Indian man.
I will make a covenant with the house of Israel.
Keep on.
Come on. Oh, I lost it. Hold on. And with the house of Judah.
And with the house of Judah. These are the people that the Lord is making a new covenant with. The Lord never said he was making a new covenant with everybody, with every other nation. The Lord only said he was making a new covenant with the house of Israel because they had broken the old one. They had broken the old covenant, so the Lord made a new one with the house of Israel again. He didn't make it for everybody or every other nation. That's another lie that the Christian church teaches. They say, oh, no, that covenant, all that was done away with. So now the Lord is for everybody. He made a new covenant that is for everybody. But this covenant was only made for the house of Israel. It's only made for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's all of this. The only people it was given to. The Lord has been dealing. I mean, you gotta understand. You understand that the Lord never changes. The scriptures even say that. The Lord never changes. He's been dealing with black, Hispanics, and Native Americans since the beginning, and always will be. He'll never change his mind. He's not gonna change his mind. He's not gonna switch up. He's gonna be dealing with black, Hispanics, and Native Americans forever. With the house of Israel forever, and only the house of Israel. Like he said, he's not dealing with all these other nations. He's only dealing with black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And Christ was only coming to save black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But yeah, that first covenant, we definitely broke it. We didn't keep that first covenant. We didn't keep it. We broke it. We didn't keep the laws which the Lord had made for us. So, I mean, we had made that covenant coming out of Egypt, and we broke it right away. With Moses, we broke that covenant. But the old covenant was with the Levitical priesthood. The Levitical priesthoods and the sons of Aaron, and the animal sacrifices of blood to forgive our sins. But this new covenant, it's different. But it's only for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yeah, but the Most High had to make a plan. He had to make a new covenant with which was what Christ came, and unalived himself for us. That was the new plan, to be able to give the blood of Christ so that we could be saved, so that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans could get another chance. That's what Christ came down to do. He came down so that you could have another chance, black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That you, only you, not everybody else. He didn't come for every other nation. We as a people have broken this covenant with the Lord. So the Lord made this new covenant with Christ so that we could get another chance at being perfect, at being able to fulfill the orders and the duties that the Lord intended us to fulfill this time. To get another chance. So don't mess the second chance up. Don't mess the second chance up. It'd be important to learn who you are. Learn who you are and get into the school and learn your culture and your laws, statutes, amendments, so that you could have a fighting chance of making it. Yeah. Oh, dang, it's already time. But yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. But with that, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Commander Johanna. With that, this is the ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Maishra means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, and it's whatsoever amount you would like. And now we have the upcoming holy convocations. We have the memorial of blowing of trumpets. First day of the 7th month, starting Wednesday, 2nd October 2024. And you can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. And if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, scarf. And this will conclude the ISUPK security announcements. With that, Everybody a majum, which means to stand. Right, majum, which means to stand. Oh, sweet. Then a sar. Upon Wakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. I'm going to read the Lord's Prayer in the Lashon Kodash. Abanawa, Shabbat Shema, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malafika, Aba'ah, Batazayah, Hayah, Aisha, Barat, Kuwa, Hayah, Bashama, Latana, Lakam, Ka, Yavam, Wasalakna, Kabawat, Kabawatna, Walala, Kawiana, Wanasai one, Abal, Hayashina, Hayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, what we said was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. And we're going to Sar and turn to face the front to give the brothers one courtesy salute. Manavision Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yah Bashim Yahshua Barakatam, Yadi Matah. We're going to turn to face the sisters to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Manavision Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahshua Alatah Bashim Yahshua, Yadi Matah. Class is missed.